What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. And I know what you're thinking. Joey, where's the vlog? Where's the vlog this week? Well, it's a new year, ladies and gentlemen. We have new goals, new aspirations. So we're going to be switching things up a little bit right now. One thing that I realized with the weekly vlogs after the marathon is that, one, it was really hard to, how do I say this? It was really hard to put together a story week after week because I'm not necessarily training for something. After realizing that week after week there wasn't really a story going on, I kind of thought to myself, well, if I'm going to be putting in effort to be making these videos for people to watch, I want there to be purpose behind them. I don't want to just show people my regular runs and my regular lifts. I mean, it gets super repetitive when there's not a overarching goal in mind. I mean, there are certain things that I was able to show people throughout those vlogs, but the things that were important in the vlogs weren't the main focus. It was just weekly training. This is what I'm doing, and it's getting kind of repetitive, I will say. So I do want to say that the weekly vlogs are being put on pause kind of right now. And I think that's a good thing. I'm not quitting because I want to look at 2024 as an opportunity to lay out my goals and really just show purpose in what I'm making. And what I mean by that is I want to be more story driven in my videos. I don't want to do weekly vlogs unless there's an overarching goal at the end of this. Soon I'm going to be training for a half marathon, and eventually I'm going to be running another marathon this year. I just don't know when yet. So right now there's just not a story to tell. So what I really want to do with my channel is that I want to be more story driven in the content that I upload and the content that I make. It's really a goal of mine in 2024 is to be more purposeful in my content and not just push content just to push it. I want to be able to tell a story and take you guys along with me. By the end of 2024, I want to be able to look back at the content that I've made, and it's content that I feel like I'm able to take everyone who watches this along as a friend to view the journey that I'm going on, whatever it may be. So that's why I'm not just going to be pushing weekly vlogs unless there's a true story behind it, because I want to be authentic in myself. And with that, another goal of mine is that I really want to build a true authentic following, not only on YouTube but on Instagram as well. By the end of 2024, I want to reach 2,500 subscribers and followers on my Instagram, but I want to do it in an organic and authentic way. I want people to feel like they're joining a community where it's just overall good vibes. I mean, I try not to post a whole bunch of informational topics because I'm not necessarily, I get a lot of my information from other people, and I just want to be able to share my own personal experiences and not come off as some sort of expert. I want to build something that is more authentic and people are just coming along and seeing my journey, and really hopefully there's a lot of people that resonate with my story and that they feel like they're just a part of it and truly a friend or a part of the whole family or community that I'm trying to build. But that's kind of where the shift of this year and this channel is kind of going. There's also a bunch of other goals that I have in mind. I have fallen in love with running. I am very involved in a running club in Kansas City called Kansas Run Club. And I really want to build that community because the community that we're building right now is really a community for everyone. Not everyone's hardcore there. There are some people that are hardcore runners in that group, but what we want to do is build a community that is just welcoming to people of all levels and all vibes, I guess, of the running community, and just build that up. So that's a goal of mine as well. I want to be able to run a 1:30 half marathon. I want to do that at the beginning of 2024. because if I can do that at the beginning of 2024, that kind of shows me that I am on the right path for my overall goal, which by the end of 2024, I want to be able to BQ or Boston qualify, which is in my age group, a 3-hour marathon. So that's 7 minutes a mile. Pretty darn speedy. But those are two like fitness goals of mine for this year. And I really think I'm on the right track of achieving that if I just keep maintaining my fitness and keep up the grind. And kind of just sticking to the theme of being authentic and like true to myself and not trying to cheat ways or trying to get to my end goal quickly, but really just building up and like strengthening those fundamentals that you need to reach those certain goals. There's also other things that I want to do with my family this year. I want to be able to travel. I want to spend a lot of time with Michaela building up memories while we're still young and able to do so, because I think it's really important that one thing that I learned last year is that there's a lot of time that I spent to myself training for a marathon, which is time away from her and my family. So one thing that I want to be able to do is just find that true balance of, striving towards my own goals, but really focusing on what's important in my life as well. And that's spending time with family, making memories with Michaela, and traveling and truly experiencing things. So another goal of mine, this one's like kind of silly, but kind of true. By the end of 2024, I will grow a mustache, and that is no doubt. I'm on the path right now. See that little caterpillar on the lip? No, that one's a little silly, but I honestly don't. I mean, it's not up to me. It's hard to make goals when you can't truly control what's going on. But that one's just up to genetics and the good Lord above. So please, bless me with a stash. To close this video out, I mean, I just really want to just focus on myself this year. And not necessarily like focus on myself in a selfish way, but I want to just continue to work on myself and continue to build who I am in a positive manner. I want to keep striving to be a decent person towards others and a decent person towards myself. And that comes with really respecting what I put in my mind and my body and building up who I am. I really want to focus on my health and longevity. That's something that I feel like not a lot of people focus on, is just building up longevity in yourself. That's one thing that I really want to hone in this year. And one thing that can get kind of hard is that all of this is kind of selfish in some sense. Like, I'm really focusing on myself, building myself up. So that's one thing I want to try and focus on, is not get too centered in on myself, but also focus on others and put others first and think of others around me as I'm like going on a journey that is very like self-indulging. I want to remember that it's not just me who gets myself to where I am, but also the people and support around me that also push me to be a better version of myself. And lastly, I just want to continue to grow my passions and share them with the world or whoever wants to watch. I mean, this is something that I've had a lot of fun doing. So I really just want to continue to grow it and share it with everyone. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's things that I care about. So I just want to be able to build something in an environment where I'm comfortable continuing to grow my passions and share them with people, and doing it in an authentic, lighthearted, like fun kind of way. All right, so I know this wasn't like your typical vlog, but that's kind of the theme. That's a transition for this year. There's going to be a lot more storytelling. There's going to be a lot more authenticity, I hope. I feel like I'm going to try to control that as much as I can. But I just want to stay true to myself and true to what I believe. And I hope you guys enjoy what I put out this year. I think I'm really excited and continuing to grow this, and looking forward to bringing you all along. So thanks all. If you want to see what's in store for this journey, feel free to subscribe, hit the noti bell, and throw me some likes on this video. I really appreciate the people who tuned in last year, and I look forward to bringing you all along and continuing to grow the squad. All right, peace out, y'all.